Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, nestled in the rolling hills, there lived a man named Oliver. Oliver was an ordinary man, much like anyone else in the village, but he had an extraordinary quest that set him apart from the rest. He was on a mission to master happiness. Oliver's journey to mastering happiness began when he was just a young boy. He had always been a curious and introspective child, constantly questioning the world around him and seeking answers to life's deepest questions. One day, as he sat under a giant oak tree, gazing at the clear blue sky and the birds soaring above, a thought occurred to him. He wondered why some people seemed so much happier than others. As he grew older, this question continued to gnaw at him. He observed people in his village closely, from the blacksmith who worked tirelessly at his forge, to the baker who filled the air with the delightful scent of freshly baked bread. Oliver saw that happiness wasn't limited to those who had great wealth or extraordinary talents. It seemed to come from within, from a place deep in one's heart and soul. Determined to unravel the secrets of happiness, Oliver set out on a journey that would change his life and the lives of those around him. He traveled far and wide, seeking wisdom from sages, monks, and ordinary people who radiated joy. He climbed mountains, crossed deserts, and sailed across vast oceans, all in pursuit of the elusive treasure he called mastering happiness. One of the most important lessons Oliver learned on his journey was that happiness was not a destination but a way of life. He met a wise old monk high in the Himalayas who shared a simple yet profound insight with him. The monk said, "Happiness is not something you find at the end of the road, it is experienced along the way." Oliver realized that he had been so focused on reaching some distant point of happiness that he had missed the beauty of the present moment. From that day forward, he made a promise to himself to savor every moment of his journey, whether he was facing challenges or enjoying moments of tranquility. As he continued his travels, Oliver began to notice the power of gratitude. He met a kind-hearted farmer in a remote village who had very little in terms of material possessions. Yet he was one of the happiest people Oliver had ever met. The farmer explained, "I may not have much, but I have a family that loves me, a roof over my head, and food on the table. Every day, I wake up and thank the heavens for these blessings, and that fills my heart with joy." Oliver started a gratitude journal where he would write down 3 things he was thankful for every day. It was a simple practice, but it had a profound impact on his outlook on life. He began to see the abundance of goodness all around him, and his heart swelled with happiness. But Oliver's journey was not without its challenges. There were moments of doubt and despair when he felt like giving up. On one particularly tough day, as he trudged through a dense forest, he stumbled upon a small, run-down cottage. Inside, he found an old woman who seemed to radiate happiness despite her humble surroundings. Curious, Oliver struck up a conversation with her and learned that she had faced many hardships in her life, including the loss of her husband and children. Yet she had chosen to embrace each day with a smile and a heart full of love for the world. She told Oliver, "Happiness is a choice we make every day, no matter our circumstances. We can choose to focus on what we have rather than what we lack." With renewed determination, Oliver continued his journey, and with each encounter and lesson, he grew wiser and happier. He discovered the power of compassion when he met a group of volunteers working in a remote village to provide clean water to the residents. Their selfless acts of kindness and their ability to find joy in helping others inspired Oliver to devote more of his time to serving his own community. As he returned to his village, Oliver began to share the wisdom he had gathered on his journey with his fellow villagers. He spoke at gatherings and started workshops to teach people how to master happiness in their own lives. He told them about the importance of living in the present moment, practicing gratitude, and choosing happiness every day. Slowly but surely, the atmosphere in the village began to change. People started to appreciate the simple pleasures of life, like a warm cup of tea on a rainy day, or the laughter of children playing in the streets. They started to see that happiness was not some distant goal, but a state of mind that could be cultivated in the here and now. One of the most touching moments in Oliver's journey was when he met a young boy named Lucas, who had been struggling with a serious illness. Despite his pain and suffering, Lucas had an infectious smile that could brighten even the darkest of days. When Oliver asked him about his secret to happiness, Lucas replied, "I choose to focus on the moments of joy, the love of my family, and the beauty of the world around me. I may not have control over my illness, but I have control over how I react to it." Lucas's resilience touched Oliver's heart deeply. He realized that true mastery of happiness meant being able to find joy even in the face of adversity. It was about embracing life with all its ups and downs and choosing to see the beauty in every moment. Word of Oliver's teachings spread far and wide, and people from neighboring villages and even distant lands came to learn from him. His village became known as the Village of Happiness, and it flourished in ways that no one had ever imagined. The villagers worked together to create a harmonious and joyful community, and they shared their newfound wisdom with others. As the years passed, Oliver continued to grow wiser, and his heart overflowed with happiness. He realized that his quest to master happiness had been a lifelong journey, and he had come to understand that happiness was not a fixed state, but a dynamic, ever-evolving experience. It was not something to be mastered once and for all, but something to be practiced and cultivated every day. Oliver's story became a legend, not just in his village, but in the hearts of all those who heard it. His journey had shown that happiness was not a destination, but a way of life, and that it could be found in the simple joys of everyday existence, in the kindness we show to others, and in the love we share with the world. And so, the tale of Oliver, the ordinary man who set out to master happiness, continues to inspire people to this day. It reminds us that happiness is not something we find outside of ourselves, but something we create within. It is a choice we make every day, a journey we embark on with open hearts, and a gift we can share with the world. So, my friends, as you go about your own journey in life, remember the lessons of Oliver. Choose happiness, practice gratitude, and embrace each moment with love and joy, for in the end, it is not the destination that matters, but the journey itself and the happiness we create along the way. This is Tales to Elevate, and we hope you liked the story we shared today. We believe that every story has the power to elevate us to new heights. That's why we created a collection of heartwarming tales, where the human spirit triumphs, where kindness knows no bounds, and where happiness is contagious. Join our ever-growing community of kindred spirits who seek inspiration, hope, and the courage to chase their dreams. Be a part of our journey to make the world a brighter, more compassionate place, one tale at a time. Together we'll write stories of resilience, spread joy, and create a legacy of kindness. Thank you so much for your time and support. We will meet again very soon with a new tale filled with values and life. Take care and God bless you.